Hey everybody, it's Benny One, and I'm back at you with a new movie review, everybody. An actual new movie that came out in the movie theaters. That's right. I went and saw New Mutants yesterday, and yeah, it was awesome to be back in a movie theater again. It was. Was the movie the best movie I've ever seen? No, not really. Um, but it was just nice to be back in the movie theater again, not gonna lie. It was different. It was a weird, but a good weird. So, New Mutants is the last X-Men movie that Fox made before Disney bought them out and all that stuff. So, and this movie has a very long backstory. I think it was originally supposed to come out in 2017, then it was supposed to come out in 2018, then it got delayed, got some reshoots, got delayed, got delayed, got delayed, got delayed. Then Disney bought Fox. Fox was like, well, we don't really know if we want to do anything with this movie. But the fans are like, release New Mutants. Release the movie, everyone. Come on. So the movie finally came out 3 years after it originally was supposed to come out, which is crazy. So all of the people that were in this movie, but when they shot it, because they probably filmed this movie back in 2016, some of them look really young compared to what they look like right now, obviously. So yeah, it finally came out. So the movie is about five young mutants who are just discovering their abilities, and they're basically being held against their own will in this hospital facility that really isn't a hospital. They keep calling it a hospital, but it's basically like an old like building with a church next to it, and so yeah, and there's literally like one doctor. So but yeah, so it's directed by Josh Boone, and Massey Williams and Charlie Heaton play two of the main characters. They're from Game of Thrones and then Stranger Things. And, you know, overall, the movie has a really cool concept. It really does, because it's taking the X-Men universe, which they do talk about the X-Men in the movie. They do. They come up here and there, just from the kids talking to each other. So they establish that this is in the X-Men universe that we've been watching. So the concept is really cool. They're taking that and they're cutting it with a horror flick also. It's like a 50-50 thing. The problem with it is like it feels like they have their hands in both of those pools, feet, hands, whatever the hell you want to call it. But they don't commit to either of them really well at all. It's like they barely just were like, okay, we're going to do a horror movie, and then we're going to do an X-Men comic book movie, and we're going to merge them together. But it was like they just didn't fully commit to either of them. Not even like one or the other. They have a little of both, but it's like they just didn't dive into it enough. The concept is cool. Like, it really is. The place where they're at, the horror themes, and there's one of them, our main character, early on, in my opinion, you could tell what her ability was, even though they were basically trying to keep it a secret the whole movie. You kind of could tell right away. They didn't really do a good job of hiding it, in my opinion. I thought all the actors were good in the movie. I thought they did a good job. In my opinion, they're all pretty just generic, your typical generic characters, where you got your asshole jock person, you have the nice friendly person to your main character. It just, and then you kind of have the loner guy in a way that kind of gets along with everybody, but he's just like a loner. They're very typical stereotype characters in a movie like this. They're not like doing anything to make them stand out or anything. They're not bad. They're just good. Like, their characters were written good. I mean, the movie overall, I honestly, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. It was nice to be back in the movie theaters to watch a movie. So I honestly feel like I might have not enjoyed the movie as much if I didn't have that, oh my god, I'm in the movie theater again experience for the first time in like almost 6 months. So it was an okay movie. I think its troubled history affected it, obviously. The reshoots, the delays. Anytime a movie goes through like that, stuff like that, it's really hard. The CG does not look good in some spots in the movie. It doesn't. It looks very dated, in fact, which is understandable because the movie was shot like 4 years ago. But they could have fixed that kind of stuff in post production since it's been delayed forever. Those are little nitpicky things. I mean, it's okay. And I'm going to tell you right now, do not go into this movie expecting your traditional X-Men movie because it is not a traditional X-Men movie at all. It's not. It's something different, which is cool. And I respect that they were trying to do something completely different with this movie, you guys. Like, I do. I respect it. But it's not, don't go into it thinking that. It literally all takes place at this freaking facility hospital. Like, that is it. It's not huge, ambitious. It's just a small little movie about these 5 kids that they do. I mean, they do a good job making you care about these kids, I guess, in a way. But yeah, overall, it was okay. It was just an okay movie for me. I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10. It was just an okay movie, you guys. So, and like I said, the fact that I was in the movie theaters again finally probably is making it just a little bit higher than I guess it may deserve. But yeah, so 7 out of 10, everybody, for New Mutants, and I hope you guys did enjoy the review, and I appreciate it if you're watching. And subscribe if you're brand new. Like the video for me. Don't forget to smash that notification bell. And I'll be catching you all on the tuba later because I have spoken.